Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a tutorial using some of the Jeffree Star Artistry shadows that came in my mystery box, and these are the ones that they sent me. So in case you haven't figured it out, I'm gonna do green, and the reason why I say that is I always like to do like matchy stuff. I try to wear a color for clothing that matches the theme of whatever I'm going to do for makeup. So yeah, I'm going to use those beautiful greens that are in there. Crocodile tears and make it rain. And I will probably use sugar cane as a transition shade. And I will probably use Glamour Shot as a highlighter. And I'm going to pull in one other shadow from another palette too, just because I do like to do a shimmer shadow on the lid. But first, let me tell you what I have on my face so far. So I conditioned my lips with my Jeffree Star Skin Wyoming Winter Lip Oil. I've been using this lately and I do really like it. So yeah, something different there. And then I used e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. And I used Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealers, 160 as a corrector, 110 as a concealer. And I also put these in my eye area because there are skincare ingredients in these concealers, and I thought that might be a good idea to put some in the eye area. I do use a face moisturizer all over my face when I get out of the shower, but a little extra skincare doesn't hurt. Then I used the e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation in Beige, and I did put a tiny little bit of that over the concealer in the eye area as well. I'm kind of experimenting with using concealer and foundation as eyeshadow primer because when you get older, that area has a tendency to get dry. So eyeshadow primers can be very drying. So I'm kind of experimenting, yeah, with using concealer and foundation instead of an eyeshadow primer. And so far, it hasn't interfered with any of the eyeshadows that I've been using. Okay, then I set my face with my Milani Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Powder in Translucent. Then I contoured my face with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Contour Wand in Fair/Light. And then I used some Hard Candy Instant Summer Natural Powder Bronzer in the shade Toasted. My absolute favorite bronzer that I've ever tried. Just a little bit strategically placed on my face. All right, now from there, the next product that I'm going to use, and this is just in case you didn't see the video where I used this already, the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Skin Frost and Icy Execution. This is a hybrid blush and highlighter, and it came in the Supreme Mystery Box. It was an exclusive item to that box, but I'm really hoping that this whole hybrid blush highlighter thing might be like a new launch of permanent products, because I would love to see this in a bunch of other colors. I think that would be really fun because it's a really interesting idea to have a blush and highlighter combined. So I'm just going to use this Essence brush and pick up some of this. So you apply this like you would a blush, and it just gives you a beautiful flush of color, but there's a highlighter built in, so you get that highlighting effect as well. The only thing is you have to be careful when you place your brush in there, because see how I've got that red blotchy area there because I hit it too hard in one of the red spots. with my brush. So you just have to be careful about that. So now in order to balance it out, I don't want to balance it out. I like the way this side came out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my powder and pick up some powder and then buff that out a little bit so that I have the same level of redness in both cheeks. That usually works. You can like erase too much blush by doing that. It's a little trick. Okay, so the next step will be eyes. So I'm going to go into these Jeffree Star Artistry singles. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a blending brush and go into Sugar Cane, which is a matte subtle nude. And I'm just going to put some of that in the crease. As sort of a base for one of the greens that I'm going to use. Actually, let's use that all over. Yeah, let's take that all over the entire eye area. And then we can blend the other shadows into it. So see, it is very subtle, blends right in with my skin tone, but sometimes it's good to have like a barrier with the other shadows if they're really pigmented, and I suspect these greens are very pigmented. Okay, next I'm going to take this angled crease brush. No, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna use this brush, and I'm gonna go into Make It Rain, which is the one in the corner there, and we're gonna put that. We're gonna put that in the crease. I'm hesitating because I don't know how pigmented this is. This is the first time I've ever used this shadow, actually any of these shadows. Oh, wait a minute. No, I think I did play with one of them already. But I definitely haven't used these greens. Okay, so that's not crazy pigmented, and I'm kind of glad about that in a way. But I'm just dabbing very lightly into this because I don't want it to be too crazy for my crease shade today. That's pretty. That's really pretty. So I'm just kind of building it slowly. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay, next I'm going to go into a different palette. This is the Wet n Wild Eyes of the Dragon palette, and this came out in their Halloween collection. And if you missed out on this or any of the other palettes that came in this collection, they are excellent quality, and you haven't totally missed out, because if you go to the clearance section at CVS right now, they still have a few palettes from this collection. They don't have all of them, but there are still some palettes there. I saw that when I bought those other things that I showed you in, I think it was yesterday's video. So yeah, and you can also get some of them still on their Amazon storefront page. I saw them. So yeah, these are really good quality, you guys. So I highly recommend any of the palettes that came in this collection. So we are going to use this green. This one shattered on me. I accidentally broke it. I saved what was in there, though, in a little container. But we're going to use this green on my lids. So I'm going to use this shader brush by Moda. And I'm going to put some of that right on the lid. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, the shadows in these Wet n Wild Halloween palettes are beautiful. Their collections have been really great lately. But I won't be able to get the Christmas collection because it's an Ulta exclusive. And if you saw my Ulta rant, then you'll understand why I won't be able to get that. Because I am no longer shopping at Ulta. So I won't be getting the Christmas collection. So Wet n Wild, if you're listening, please do not do any more Ulta exclusives. I like it better when you put your collections at Walmart. Yeah, that's a beautiful, beautiful shade. Very nice. Okay, now let us go back to the Jeffree Star Shadows, and we are going to go into Crocodile Tears, which is that green in the middle. And I'm just going to use this small shader. No, it's a small blending brush. But the reason why I want to use a small brush is it gives me more control over how much I'm going to be using. So let's switch to the Pumpkin Slasher mirror, and we're going right into the edge of this, the crease and the lid area, and this is just going to give us some definition and contrast and depth and all the other adjectives that fit. All right, I'm just trying to take a little bit at a time here, because once you put too much down, there's no going back from that. All right, that's coming out good. Yeah, these colors are so pretty. And I wasn't sure how they were gonna work together because of the tones, but I think it's very pretty. I like it. All right, now I'm gonna switch to this small detail brush from Profusion, and we're gonna go into, actually before I do that, let me grab this. This is a Maybelline Tattoo Studio Gel Pencil Liner in the shade Emerald Lights, but it's not emerald. It's more like an olive green. And let me run that along the lash line, the waterline, I mean. And that's like a golden olive that matches the tones in the lid shade, because there is a golden shimmer mixed into that lid shade from Wet n Wild. All right, now we can go into that detail brush and pick up some of the Crocodile Tears, which is that deep green shade. And we're going to drag that right along the lower lash line. Yeah, this deep green shade is cool toned, so I'm surprised that it works as well as it does with these other shadows, but I think it looks good. It's pretty. Sometimes when you mix tones like that, it can be tricky as to what is gonna be the final effect. But I think it works. All right, I'm gonna pick up just a bit more and focus it on the outer, very outer corner, and kind of connect this all together. I'm going to switch back to the other brush that I was using and just barely tap it into that green. Just hit the very outer corner so that I get the shape that I want. Because if you don't bring it out just a little bit, sometimes it looks odd. There we go. Now we got some lift. I'm also gonna just hit the very center tiny bit so that I don't have like any gaps. All right, set that aside so I don't break that palette. And let's curl my lashes. Really enjoying this Wet n Wild lash curler now that I'm used to it, because it has a different feel to it than my last lash curler did. But yeah, I've been enjoying that. Maybelline Sky High Mascara. Bottom lashes first. Whoa, thank goodness I saw that. Can you see at the very end of that wand, that would have ended up a big mess on my lashes if I hadn't seen that. So just scrape that back into the container. It's so hard to do those bottom lashes, isn't it? The struggle is real. Okay. Very carefully doing the top lashes because this mascara, you don't want to get any bits on your eyeshadow. All right, I'm going to shut off the camera and play catch up with the other eye and be right back. All right, I was thinking about doing the Glamour Shot as a highlight shade, but my skin is such a light color that I don't really feel like I always have to do that. So I'm just gonna pass on that because sometimes when you add the highlighter at the end, it can mess up everything that you just did in the crease and the outer corner. So I'm just gonna leave the eyes as is. All right, let's move on to the lips. Now I had bought the Halloween collection from LA Colors this year, and this lip liner is gonna go good with the lip product that I'm gonna use. So I'm just gonna line my lips with this. And this came as part of a kit, and it just says red. Okay, so on my lips, I'm going to use this mini Jeffree Star Mini Velour Liquid Lipstick in the shade Bite My Lip. I don't remember if I've tried this one yet or not. Don't think I have. Let's get out the pumpkin splasher. Oh wow, that's actually much darker of a shade than I thought it was. So I should have used more of a burgundy lip liner then, but that's okay. As long as there's some outline there. Okay, so that was Bite My Lip from the mystery box. All right, so that is my Jeffree Star single Artistry eyeshadow look using Sugarcane, Crocodile Tears, and Make It Rain. And these are available anytime on the website. You don't have to just get those from the mystery box. They are in the permanent line. There are loads of colors to choose from. And what they did was they made singles for people's favorite colors from the palettes. So Crocodile Tears and Make It Rain, I think, were from the Blood Money palette. And off the top of my head, I don't remember what palette Sugarcane was in. But yeah, that's just a way to get your favorite shades if you use them up in the palettes that you buy. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.